Welcome to the most chaotic game show on the internet. Guess my son. This is the show where we test the bonds of family in the most hilarious and unpredictable ways. Get ready for a roller coaster of emotions, laughter, and maybe even a few tears. I'm your host, Jimmy Kimmel, and let me tell you, this dad is in for a wild ride. Tonight, we have a special episode that promises to be both heartwarming and side-splittingly funny. Our contestant, a loving father, will face a challenge like no other. We've got 5 adorable kids all dressed the same, and only one of them is his actual son. These kids have been prepped and primed to confuse our contestant, and they are ready to put on a show. Each child has been coached to act like they are the real deal, making this challenge even tougher. Can he pick out his own flesh and blood? Let's find out. The stakes are high and the pressure is on. Our dad will have to rely on his instincts, memories, and maybe even a bit of luck to make the right choice. Will he be able to see through the charade and recognize his own son? Our dad, let's call him Bob, looks a little panicked already. The tension is palpable, and you can see the wheels turning in his head as he tries to figure out the best strategy. Bob knows that this is not just a game, it's a test of his fatherly intuition and connection with his child. Bob, buddy, I promise this is all in good fun. Mostly. Remember, it's not just about winning, it's about the journey and the memories you'll create along the way. And who knows, you might even learn something new about your son in the process. Remember, bragging rights are on the line. Choose wisely, my friend, choose wisely. The audience is on the edge of their seats and everyone is rooting for you. This is your moment to shine, to prove that you know your son better than anyone else. So take a deep breath, trust your gut, and make your choice. The clock is ticking, and the world is watching. Good luck, Bob. All right, Bob, time for your first test. Today we have a special challenge lined up for you. We know you're the king of dad jokes, but can you recognize them when they're coming from someone else? Let's find out. Kids, tell us your favorite dad joke. We've gathered some of the best young comedians to test Bob's dad joke radar. These kids have been practicing their delivery, and they're ready to bring their A-game. Let's see if Bob can recognize his own brand of humor. Will he be able to spot the punchlines that have made him the dad joke champion in his household? Or will the kids outsmart him with their clever quips?
Why don't scientists trust atoms? This is a classic one, and it's a favorite among science enthusiasts. The setup is simple, but the punchline is what makes it memorable, because they make up everything. It's a clever play on words that never fails to get a laugh. Bob's heard this one before, but will he remember it in the heat of the moment?
What do you call a lazy kangaroo? This joke is a bit more niche, but it's perfect for animal lovers. The imagery it conjures up is both funny and endearing. A pouch potato. It's a twist on the classic couch potato, and it's sure to get a chuckle. Bob's trying to keep a straight face, but we can see the corners of his mouth twitching.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? This one is a bit of a thinker, but it's a staple in the dad joke repertoire. The setup is intriguing, and the punchline is a classic, because he was outstanding in his field. It's a pun that plays on the double meaning of outstanding, and it's a joke that never gets old. Bob's heard this one 100 times, but it's still a favorite.
Bob's eyes are darting back and forth. He's whispering to himself, probably trying to recall all the dad jokes he's ever told. The pressure is on, and he's feeling the heat. He's probably trying to remember which one of these jokes he's told 1,000,000 times. It's a tough challenge, but Bob's determined to prove his dad joke prowess. This is classic dad behavior, folks. The nervousness, the anticipation, the sheer determination to get it right. It's all part of the dad joke experience. Will Bob rise to the occasion, or will the kids have the last laugh? Stay tuned to find out. Time to shake things up. Kids, show us your best dance moves. Bob, you're looking for that signature groove, that family rhythm. Don't let us down. We've got some serious contenders here. Kid number 3 is really bringing the energy. But wait, is that the robot? Bob, did you teach your son the robot? This could be a major clue. All right, Bob, time to use your ears. Kids, each of you will sing a line from Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Bob, listen closely for that familiar voice, that sweet, sweet melody. Oh my, that was something. We had some pitchy moments, but hey, that's what makes this fun. Bob, any guesses yet? You're looking more confused than a chameleon in a bag of Skittles. Section 5, the Lunchbox Lottery. Let's move on to something near and dear to every dad's heart food. Kids, tell us what's in your lunchbox today. Bob, you know your son's eating habits better than anyone. Unless you don't. We've got peanut butter and jelly, a classic. A tuna sandwich, interesting. Wait a minute, is that a whole bag of gummy bears? Bob, you're sweating. Have you been sneaking gummy bears into your son's lunchbox again? Section 6. Tickle time trouble. Time for a classic test of paternal instinct. The tickle test. Bob, you have to tickle each kid and tell me which laugh belongs to your son. Remember, you're looking for that laugh you know like the back of your hand. Oh, the laughter of children. Is there anything purer, except maybe when they're faking it to throw their dad off? Bob, you're really struggling. This is your chance to redeem yourself. Section 7. Emotional roller coaster. Okay, Bob, last challenge. Kids, I need you to show me your best sad face. Bob, you're looking for that heart-wrenching pout, the one that makes you want to give in and buy them all the candy in the world. We've got some serious contenders for America's Next Top Model Sad Edition. But Bob, you seem to have made up your mind. You're pointing at kid number 2? Are you sure about this? Section 8. The final decision. This is it, Bob, the moment of truth. Who do you think is your son? You've been through a lot to get here, from the initial introductions to the various challenges that tested your observational skills and instincts. Now all those moments culminate in this one crucial decision. The pressure is on, and everyone is watching. The kids, the audience, and even the other parents are holding their breath. So Bob, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and focus. Who among these identical faces is your flesh and blood? Choose wisely, my friend. The fate of your pride, and maybe some egg-based consequences, rests on your shoulders. Remember the clues you've gathered, the subtle hints, and the gut feelings you've had throughout this journey. Each child has their own unique quirks and mannerisms, but only one of them shares that special bond with you. Think back to the moments that stood out, the little gestures that seemed familiar. This is not just a game, it's a test of your paternal instincts. And let's not forget, there's a lot at stake here. Not just your pride, but also the potential for some egg-related repercussions if you get it wrong. So take your time, Bob. This is your final chance to prove yourself. You've made your choice, Bob. You're going with kid number 2. The tension in the room is palpable as you point confidently towards the child you believe is your son. The audience leans in, eager to see if you've made the right call. The other kids exchange glances, some looking hopeful, others trying to hide their disappointment. The spotlight is on you, Bob, and there's no turning back now. You've put your faith in kid number 2, and everyone is waiting to see if your instincts have led you to the right decision. Let's bring out the mom to reveal the truth. The moment of truth is here. The mother steps onto the stage, her smile both reassuring and enigmatic. The kids stand in a line, their identical outfits making it even harder to tell them apart. The audience holds its collective breath, waiting for the big reveal. The mother approaches kid number 2, and you can feel your heart pounding in your chest. This is it, Bob. The moment you've been waiting for. Will your choice be validated, or will you face the consequences of a wrong decision? Oh no, Bob, you chose wrong! The mother shakes her head, a playful smile on her face. The audience erupts in laughter, and the kids can't help but giggle. You feel a mix of surprise and disappointment wash over you. It turns out, kid number 2 is not your son. The realization hits you, and you can't help but laugh along with everyone else. It's a lighthearted moment, but it also serves as a reminder that sometimes our instincts can lead us astray. It seems your paternal instincts need a little recalibration. Don't worry, Bob, you're not the first, and you certainly won't be the last to make this mistake. It's all part of the fun and games. The audience is still laughing and the kids are enjoying the moment. You scratch your head, trying to figure out where you went wrong. Maybe it was that one clue you misinterpreted, or perhaps it was just a gut feeling that didn't pan out. Either way, it's a learning experience, and there's always next time. But hey, at least you get a dozen eggs for your troubles. As a consolation prize, you get pelted with a dozen eggs. The audience and kids are in stitches, laughing at the spectacle. It's a messy but hilarious end to the game. You take it all in stride, knowing that it's all in good fun. And who knows, maybe next time your instincts will be sharper. Until then, enjoy your eggs, Bob. Section 9. Subscribe for more laughs. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Guess My Son. If you enjoyed this chaotic adventure, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more hilarious family fun. Until next time, stay silly.